Hello and welcome to the financial statement update for New Trusts. My name is Bethan Jones and with me today is Joe Hodkinson. I'll be running through what a new trust needs to consider in relation to submitting their financial statements and management letter. Any academy trust with an open academy, that is, has a signed funding agreement at any point during the accounting period, is required to submit their audited accounts to 31st of August. This is a condition of their funding agreement and is further detailed in the Academy's Accounts Direction, which can be found on the ESFA website. You should familiarise yourself with the Accounts Direction as it is a mandatory guidance which is used by Academy Trusts and their auditors to produce audited financial statements. It produces full details on what should be included and how it should be laid out, including detailed guidance. A model set of accounts, known as Coatdown, is also provided within the Accounts Direction to help trusts. We are often asked, so what happens if the trust is inactive? Can dormant accounts be produced? This is where an Academy Trust has been inactive for the full period between its incorporation date and the 31st of August, as per Section 480 of Companies Act 2006. An important point to note is that new trusts must ensure they change the trust's accounting reference date to 31st of August as soon as possible after incorporation. Companies House sets out how to do this and can be found on their website as Life of a Company GP2. Finally, all trusts must also file their audited annual report and financial statements with Companies House. Now, I'll hand over to Joe to explain what is required and how to go about submitting your financial statement information via ESFA online form, known as the Accounts Submission Cover Sheet.
So what is required when submitting trust financial statements? Well, the first thing that is required is a copy of the audited accounts, including the accountant's report on regularity. Next is a copy of the auditor's management letter. The Accounts Direction details what this should cover and can currently be found in Section 1.6 of the Accounts Direction. So how did trusts go about submitting their account submission cover sheet? Well, trusts will be able to submit the financial statements from October. However, the account submission cover sheet, also known as ASC, needs to be received within 4 months of the academic year end, which is generally 31st of December. Trusts can access this via the online form on gov.uk. We recommend that you register and set up a password so that you can leave the form and save your data. Although you can complete submission without doing this, but you would need to complete this process in one sitting. Trusts will also need their company number to hand. Trusts will then need to complete the short online form, as mentioned earlier, is known as the ASC. This form will prompt trusts to upload their audited financial statements and management letter. The online form cannot be submitted until the documents are uploaded. Trusts will then receive a PDF summary of their accounts submission cover sheet via email. If trusts have made a mistake, they can resubmit, and we will recognise the most recent submission as the correct one. Further guidance can be found on the ESFA website under Financial Statements. So why do we ask for timely submission of accounts? It is essential for giving assurance to Parliament that Academy Trusts have used public money for the purpose intended. ESFA takes compliance with the deadline seriously and may consider action against trusts that do not comply, including issuing a financial notice to improve and publicising defaulters. So please ensure all accounts are submitted on time. There are a couple of other things to consider. Firstly, Academy Trusts must publish their accounts in full on their website. To maximise transparency and openness, this should be done as soon as possible after the accounts are signed, but must be done by no later than the 31st of January. Please note that the inclusion of a link to the Companies House website does not remove the requirement for full accounts to be published on the Trust's own website. Secondly, trusts may find it helpful to collect accounts return data at the same time as preparing their financial statements, where this differs, saving time and possible audit costs. The information can be updated in the ESFA Excel template for the account return at any time.
Further guidance and information can be found on the ESFA website under Academies Financial Statement and Accounts Direction. Alternatively, you can submit an inquiry through the inquiry form found at the bottom of our web pages. Thank you for your time.